Okay, it is springtime, that time of year when my husband and I start getting the bug to start working in the yard and making everything pretty. Now, don't judge. As you can see, it is not quite spring. So things are just slowly starting to flower. My sinuses are starting to fire up, so that's a strong indicator that spring is here. But look how beautiful this fence paneling is. The brand was kind enough to send this to us to try for ourselves. This is 9 feet of paneling. It is beautiful, high quality. You can hear that. It's a durable metal. What a great option over all the little flimsy wire fencing that you normally see. I love the fact that you can either put this in the ground. They have metal stakes that are 16 inches long, so they'll really be sturdy and hold up in the ground, or they even supply the bolts and everything needed for you to put it in concrete. So if you wanted to put it just as a border, like around your air conditioning, or maybe even around a pool or concrete patio, you could do that. But for us, we like the ground option. And even better, you can do this in a straight line. So one box comes with about 9 feet of paneling, or you can also put this in a 90-degree angle. So like I said, my husband and I are gonna go ahead and order, I think 1 more box is all we really need to finish off this garden bed back here, and it is gonna be beautiful. One thing I will tell you about setup that was a little tricky to get started, and it's at the very beginning of the process. You have these 2 screws that have to go in, okay, at each end, and then there's these little connectors here, right? These little receptors. And it took us a hot minute before we figured out how to line that up. But once you finally get it, you put your hand here, use your hand to dial that in as much as possible. Trust me, that's gonna be easy. And then this makes a great visual guide to look in there to make sure you're lining that screw up. So once we figured that out, this sucker was a breeze to put together. Took us maybe all of 45 minutes. I am 57 years old, 133 pounds. I was able to lift this whole panel up myself. But like I said, once you get it in the ground, it is really sturdy. I mean, look at this. I can stand on this. I can jump on this. It's not going to go anywhere. This powder coated metal should hold up to rust and the elements. We highly recommend this. I think it's a beautiful addition to our yard, and I can't wait to complete this project.